That avalanche of accusations against Donald Trump, including two women speaking out to the New York Times, detailing how they were groped by Trump. His lawyers are now demanding a retraction, threatening to sue. And ABC's David Wright starts us off with the latest. Good morning, David.
Good morning, George. Trump not only denies it, he's demanding a retraction and threatening to sue the Times for defamation and libel. The allegations are decades old, but the women say they're coming forward now because Trump claimed at the debate on Sunday that he had never sexually assaulted women.
He was like an octopus. It was like he had 6 arms. He was all over the place.
Jessica Leeds told the New York Times Trump assaulted her more than 3 decades ago on a plane after she was upgraded to first class on a business trip.
I sat down next to a young man, blonde, tall, and he introduced himself as Donald Trump.
She told the paper the two exchanged pleasantries at first. She says he asked if she was married. She told him she was divorced.
It wasn't until they cleared the meal that somehow or another the armrest in the seat disappeared when all of a sudden his hands were all over me. He started encroaching on my space. And if he had stuck with the upper part of the body, I might not have gotten that upset. But it's when he started putting his hand up my skirt. And that was it. That was it. I was out of there. I got my purse and I said, I'm going back to my seat and coach. I was so glad to get back to that seat.
The Trump campaign dismisses the allegations as fiction. For the New York Times to launch a completely false, coordinated character assassination against Mr. Trump on a topic like this is dangerous. To reach back decades in an attempt to smear Mr. Trump trivializes sexual assault, and it sets a new low for where the media is willing to go in its efforts to determine this election.
We're not electing a pastor, we're electing a president.
The story comes after Trump's lewd comments to Billy Bush on the Access Hollywood bus in 2005.
And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the you can do anything.
At Sunday's debate, Trump excused that as locker room talk.
That frankly, you hear these things, I said, and I was embarrassed by it. But I have tremendous respect for women.
Have you ever done those things?
Women have respect for me. And I will tell you, no, I have not.
But another woman, Rachel Crooks, an advisor at Bowling Green State University, told the Times that in 2005, when she was a 22-year-old secretary working in Trump Tower, she met Trump in the elevator one day and introduced herself. She told the paper that when they shook hands, he didn't let go, that he kissed her on the cheeks and then on the mouth. It was so inappropriate, she said. I was so upset that he thought I was so insignificant that he could do that. Both women now support Hillary Clinton for president. Neither of them filed formal complaints against Trump at the time. Both say they felt powerless to challenge him.
During the late 60s, 70s, and into the 80s, culture had instilled in us that somehow it was our fault.
And you should know we did ask the Trump campaign to come on this morning. They chose not to. But, David, you know, the Trump campaign now saying they're going to sue the New York Times. But the Times not the only publication out there now publishing accounts from his accusers.
That's right. There's a succession of women coming forward. People Magazine, the Palm Beach Post, there's a succession of beauty queens as well. So far, it's all she said, he said. No proof to back up the claims. And Trump denies them all.
Okay, David Wright, thanks very much.